The Case of the Runaway Appetite, a Joe Giles Mystery, by Rob Hale. Main characters: Joe Giles, head and sole employee of Finders Keepers Detective Agency, age 11. Veronica, Princess of the Grand Duchy of Isselberg, age 11. Mrs. Bibby, Veronica's chaperone, in her 40s. Secondary characters: voice on the phone, TV anchor Kathy Keene, TV reporter Mike McIntosh, Leo the limo driver, Mario, Celia, Sheriff McGrew, Deputy Fisk, Child, Babysitter, Girl, Moviegoer 1, Moviegoer 2, Veronica's Appetite, Newspaper reporters. Setting: the little town of Riverton, present day. Scene 1. Joe Giles' office, which is really the family kitchen. Joe is sitting at a kitchen table, partly in the shadows, addressing the audience in a confiding way, as if he's telling a story.
My name is Giles. Joe Giles. Maybe you've heard of me. I've got my ads up on bulletin boards all over town. Finders Keepers Detective Agency. You lose it, we find it. We means me. I've got this talent for finding things. Lost socks, lost glasses, lost car keys. Excuse me.
He picks up the phone.
Finders Keepers, Joe speaking.
Is this the guy who finds lost things?
Yes.
Great! I just lost a game at tic-tac-toe. Do you think you can find it?
Voice laughs and hangs up.
I get a lot of that. The fact is, it's been a while since my last case. Mostly, I've been hanging around my office. Actually, it's my mom and dad's kitchen, waiting for a client. Sometimes, when the phone's no help, I turn on the TV and try the news.
Joe turns on TV. The following scene can be performed on video, live, or with puppets and backdrops.
Next, royalty in Riverton. Princess Veronica comes to town. News 4's Mike McIntosh is live at the Riverton Inn.
Oh, that's right. Princess Veronica of some grand duchy or other is in town to dedicate a museum. Actually, this is a big deal. We almost never get celebrities in Riverton.
This is Mike McIntosh at the Riverton Inn, where Princess Veronica has just arrived with her entourage. I'll see if I can ask her a few questions. Princess Veronica.
Yes. How do you do?
Princess, how are you enjoying your visit to our country so far? How do you like our customs, our music, our shopping malls? What do you think of American food?
Well, I am enjoying my visit, but I have been kept very busy attending to my duties as my country's representative.
She needs to get out more.
As for American food, I am sorry to say I have, what is the phrase? Lost my appetite. But I hope I find it soon, so that I can enjoy your delicious hot dog and apple pie. Thank you.
She leaves.
Well, she may have lost her appetite, but she hasn't lost her charm. Back to you, Kathy.
I turn off the TV.
He does so.
I stand up. Suddenly, I know what I have to do. It will be the greatest challenge of my career. I, Joe Giles, Riverton's smartest detective, will find Princess Veronica's appetite.
Scene 2. The lobby of the Riverton Inn. Reporters are taking pictures of Veronica.
I'm in luck. When I arrive at the Riverton Inn, there's the princess sitting in the lobby, surrounded by photographers. I make my move and present my card. Unfortunately, this lady gets in the way.
I'll take that.
Is it another reporter, Mrs. Bibby?
I can't tell.
To Joe.
What's Finders Keepers?
Just what it says, ma'am. You lose, we find. Well, actually, I do. My name's Joe Giles, and I understand you've lost something very important, Princess.
I have?
Yes. I believe you said you've lost your appetite. and I would consider it an honor and a privilege to find it for you. At no cost, of course.
Long silence. Then Veronica bursts out laughing.
Young man, either you have no manners at all or a very bad sense of humor. In any case, Princess Veronica has a dinner to get ready for in 2 hours.
Dinner? Oh dear, I wish I were a bit hungrier.
Aha, you see? This is serious. We can't waste any time. Princess, please tell me if you can. Where were you when you lost your appetite?
Of all the ridiculous...
No, I can tell you exactly where I was. I was in the limousine coming in from the airport. I happened to glance out the window and see a billboard. It said, "Have you had your mush today?" I have always had a great disliking for mush. It was then that I lost my appetite.
I know that billboard. Princess, I'll need your help. Would you be willing to go on a little expedition?
All right, young man, this has gone far enough. As Princess Veronica's chaperone, I must insist.
Actually, I would enjoy seeing a bit more of America, Mrs. Bibby. And we do have a few hours. And of course you'll come too.
There you go.
She thinks a while.
Well, I suppose the fresh air might do you good. You are looking a little pale. Very well. But 2 hours, young man, not a second longer.
Lead the way, Mr. Giles.
Mr. Giles.
He looks pleased.
I could get used to that.
He leads the way off stage. Scene 3. Inside Veronica's limousine with Leo the limo driver behind the wheel.
So here we are, me and the princess and Mrs. B, riding along in the princess's limo. I've never been in a limo before. It's amazing.
Who on earth are you talking to?
Nobody. It's just something detectives do. Say, Princess, would you happen to have a sheet of paper and a pen?
Yes, in the writing desk. First drawer on the right.
Joe opens a drawer.
Wow, gold markers, embossed stationery. Here you go, Princess.
He hands her markers and paper.
I want you to draw a picture of your appetite.
Excuse me?
Now I know he's balmy.
Don't think about it. Just draw what you think your appetite looks like. Real quickly.
Veronica draws a quick sketch using different colored markers.
It's just an expression. To lose your appetite. It's a figure of speech.
I know.
He takes completed sketch from Veronica.
Interesting. Green hair?
Veronica nods.
Here we are, kids. Corner of Washington and 14th.
Let's just hope the trail hasn't gone cold. Leo, meet us here in 2 hours.
You got it, Chief.
They get out of limo. It drives off.
Okay, here's the billboard where you lost your appetite, Princess. Better not look up. Now the first thing to do is ask ourselves, where would I go if I were a runaway appetite?
Somewhere delicious, I suppose?
Exactly. Like for instance, that place right over there. The Napoli Pizza Palace.
Is pizza delicious?
You're kidding me. You've never eaten a pizza?
Not to my knowledge.
Joe looks disapprovingly at Mrs. Bibby.
Don't blame me. I don't make up the menus.
Follow me.
Scene 4. Napoli Pizza Palace. Music is playing in the background.
Hey, Mario, look who's back.
Who?
He looks at Veronica.
No way, that's not her.
Sure, it's her. So, Sugar, did you make up your mind? What'll it be, the pepperoni or the black olive?
Joe, Veronica, and Mrs. Bibby look at each other, baffled.
Are you talking to me?
Well, of course, Sugar.
I believe you've confused me with someone else.
See, I told you. This one looks entirely different. Different hair, different clothes.
And I'm telling you that I never forget a face.
Wait a minute.
Joe takes the sketch of Veronica's appetite and hands it to Mario.
Is this the person you saw?